Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. So today we're going to be trying out Fireball Rocket Loons in Legend League. This is what my army looks like right here. I've had a lot of people ask me in the comments below to try out this army, so we're going to do that today. I figured I'm not trophy pushing this season anyways, so we may as well try out some fun armies. My hopes are not very high, to be honest, because last time I tried to use this army, I literally could not keep the warden alive to save my life, but I don't know, maybe things have changed. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can just get a couple 3 stars today. That is my goal. So yeah, with that being said, I will catch you guys in the first attack. Okay, we get an interesting base here. So we should look for somewhere to set up a flame flinger. I haven't used the flame flinger in so long, it feels weird saying that. But I do see right here is really good flame flinger value if we can just remove this expo. And that's huge if we can set up the flame flinger there. As for how to remove the expo, I guess we'll do it on this side. It looks a little easier to remove this expo. I'm just going to go like this. And then 4 rocket loons right there. Takes out the expo. Very nice. Now we can test 4 traps. Good thing we tested. There's a Tesla and flame flinger right there. As for what to fireball, shoot, it's a good question. Loki, let's just do the rage tower. I honestly should have started my warden before the flame flinger. That's my bad. But let's see if we can still make this work. Let's see. So how do we hit the rage tower? I think we just wait a second. Maybe we shouldn't even go for the rage tower. And no, it's probably best. We're going to go for it. Alright, that's a nice fireball. Very, very nice. I'm going to check on the flame flinger in just a moment after I know that my warden is safe. Headhunter right here, right now. Very nice headhunter. I think it was nice. Okay, very nice. Now, let's just let the warden chill there for a moment. I think that's the move, and we need to put the heroes we're gonna put them over here. Queen like this. Hopefully the warden stays over here by the fire spitter. That would be most optimal. Okay, very nice he is. We'll put the king here as well. I don't think we need a headhunter here. Yeah, I think we're good without a headhunter. The warden is safe as well, which is very nice. Let's put a few troops behind this flame flinger. And let's use the Valkyries to force the king inside, hopefully. Also, wall break right there. And I want to say we're looking alright. Whoa. Furnaces in the CC need to get poisoned. We might need a rage spell with my warden as well. I'm not sure just yet. I don't think we do. I think we're okay. We're starting to get a little low on time, though, which isn't great. Let's go king ability like this. We're going to put some rocket loons on that revenge tower. Totem the revenge tower as well. We'll rage the heroes. Freeze this invis tower over here is probably a good idea. And we're getting a little low on time. What I'm going to do is minion prince ability like that. I think that's a good idea. We're going to put these rocket loons in to help support the warden. And oh my gosh, guys, I think we've done it. The Sooie kind of got cooked here. Didn't get very good value. Hold on, we might time fail actually. Let me put all these troops down really quickly. We low-key might time fail if I'm not locked in. We kind of crushed this base, honestly. This was pretty nice. We don't even need these spells either. It's been a long time since I've used this army, so I'm kind of surprised I got it to work. That was pretty nice. Okay, next up, we get a really annoying base. Gosh, this does not look like fun. Okay, where can I put a flame flinger? That's what I need to think of first. Shoot. I don't really know. This is kind of a tough base. I don't really see somewhere for the flame flinger, to be honest. Maybe this corner? I guess this corner. We're gonna do that. And as for the fireball, I really have no idea where there's even somewhat good value. Oh, please don't tell me the wizard tower. The wizard tower is on my warden. We're gonna try to tank the wizard tower for a moment there. Okay, and now I also need to snipe out these 2 mortars before they kill my flame flinger. And I really don't even know what we're going to fireball. Maybe the rage tower, maybe the fire spitter. I think we'll probably go Rage Tower. That's probably the smartest thing to do here. Let's snipe out this and then go... How do we hit the Rage Tower? Oh boy. Oh, it's kind of hard to hit the Rage Tower. I think we need a spell here. Yeah, let's totem like that. Kind of hard to hit that fireball, to be honest, guys. Well, not really. We'll just go for it. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that was kind of sketchy. I won't lie, but it works. And now for the Flame Flinger, it looks like it's gonna go down a little earlier than I would like. Not too much I can really do about it, though. I'm gonna put the heroes, like, into the Town Hall, I think. Yeah, okay, I have a plan. I don't know if it's gonna work very well, but I have a plan. Holy, recall the Warden. And we'll put the Warden up here, where he's a little bit safer, with a Test Loon. Bro, I put a Test Loon and it didn't work. We lost the healer anyways. Dang it, man. Okay, that's a little frustrating. King ability. Let's hold on to it. I guess, like, that's just gonna have to work. We'll rage the heroes. The Warden looks like he's safe. But this was just, like, such a hard base. I don't really know how we even could have took this down, to be honest. It was just such a toxic base. Let's make sure we 2-star here. We'll go Minion Prince ability right there. If somebody who's a Rocket Loon expert wants to tell me in the comments below how I should have done this base, feel free to do so, because I need all the advice I can get. I know this didn't feel that great. It's still going to be kind of close in the end, but I just don't think we have enough, like, in the tank to actually be able to pull this off. Let's invis the Minion Prince before he dies. Holy, we're going to try to rack up as much percentage as we can. I feel like it was a decent recovery. Not the best attack, of course, but it wasn't too bad. We can put these Rocket Loons. Looks like it's just going to time fail in the end. Honestly, I will take it. On such a toxic, annoying base, with an army that I suck with. I don't even suck with it, but with an army where it's just super weak, I'll take it. It's a time fail, to be honest. Alright, let's think about this. So where to Flame Flinger? That is the biggest thing I need to be concerned about, is where the heck can I put the Flame Flinger at? I really don't know, guys. Doesn't look like anywhere wonderful. Gosh, yeah, this won't exactly be easy. Although I have an idea. I think we can do it in this corner if I can just tank the Revenge Tower. So we'll put the Warden up top. Test Loon with the Warden. Test for Trap Sphere by the Flinger, and I think I can squeeze it in this corner. Very nice. Alright. And as for what we're fireballing, I guess the Rage Tower. Didn't really think that part through. Yeah, I guess that's just gonna have to work. Only one Earthquake there is very nice. Yeah, I guess that's just gonna have to work. Okay, Warden, I don't really like you going so nearby the long shot. That's kind of scary, my friend. Also, I'm gonna have to be ready with a totem spell if this Revenge Tower tries to lock on. I don't know if it's in range or not. I can't tell, it's not. Okay, it's gonna be in range after the Wizard Tower goes down, though, which is not great. Oh, this looks like not exactly the most optimal situation that we're in. We're going to recall the Warden, totem the Revenge Tower, put some Rocket Loons on the Revenge Tower as well, and then put the Warden up here. And then, okay, Revenge Tower does go down. That's nice. As for the heroes, don't really know where we could even put them. I guess we're going to put them to take out, like, the Town Hall. Even though this kind of, like, interrupts what the Flame Flinger was doing, I don't really have a better idea, and I feel like I'm wasting too much time. Let's put some Rocket Loons here. We're going to try to snipe out the Monolith with these Rocket Loons. Okay, poison the CC troops. Whoa, do we need a spell on the Warden? Yeah, I think we do. We're going to rage the Warden. Holy, I think he's good. King ability. Queen ability. And let's try to snipe out this Inferno. This is going to be kind of close. I don't really love the way that we did this. We can actually snipe out the monolith if I do that right, which is really nice. Okay, monolith does go down, and then I guess we can use minion prince ability on like this rage tower, so it freezes up that rage effect. Okay, good minion prince ability, I think, but it looks like we're kind of cooked. Doesn't look great. We're running out of troops and stuff. Let's freeze there. Try to keep the queen alive. At least attempt at keeping the queen alive. That minion prince ability is kind of clutching this up. But I have so many troops left that just not a lot of time on the clock. We're gonna invis the minion prince and the queen here. And I think it's just like a time fail. Or maybe not. Maybe we have the time. Hold on, guys. Lock in for me. Lock in for me, guys. Come on. Oh my gosh, there's one building left. Lock in. I think we get it. Oh my goodness, I think we get it, dude. Holy, this army is so much fun. Okay, we get an Invis Rage core. It is like a very deep core though, which is a little concerning, but I think we have to fireball the core. If we don't fireball the core, we'll just be missing out on too much value. But where to put a Flame Flinger? That's the first thing I need to be worried about, is the Flame Flinger, where to put it. The space is very anti-Flame Flinger. There's nowhere that's just really easy to put it with really good value. I guess over here, if we can remove the Expo and the Mortar. Let's start the Warden now. We need to let him work for a little bit. And now let's test for traps first. And we have to remove both the Expo and the Mortar somehow. Yeah, I don't really know how, but we're going to have to invest quite a few Rocket Loons, it seems. Okay, so that's a lot of Rocket Loons, but we used a lot of Rocket Loons to set up the Flame Flinger, which I guess is probably worth it. Because now the Flinger can get, like, low-key an insane amount of value here. We're just gonna have to kill the enemy queen before she kills my Flinger. Why is the Warden taking so much damage? Why does that long-range thingy do so much damage? Okay. Gotta be careful with the queen. Let's put like a few archers behind that Flinger. Gotta be careful here with the Warden and the Flame Flinger. I think I have a plan to deal with this enemy queen. Oh, the Warden's dead though. Ugh. Why does that long-range multi-gear do so much damage? That thing used to be weak. What the hell, you guys? Okay, we're kind of cooked. Let's make sure we get a 2-star. Shoot, I don't even have a log launcher, guys. This is not good. Because how am I supposed to get us into the core? We have to get the King ability, like, really, really good. Okay, we'll let the queen deal with those ice golems. Let's use some Rocket Loons and, like, a baby dragon here to set up a funnel, sort of. Try to get the queen going inside. And then we're going to need to protect the Flinger here in just a moment after I know the queen is safe. Okay. Headhunters like that. Oh, those were such terrible headhunters. They did literally nothing. Oh my gosh, guys. We might be looking at a 1-star. Okay, screw the Flame Flinger. At this point, we just need to make sure we get the 2-star. That's my biggest concern at this point. Oh, Minion Prince ability does trigger the Invis Tower. But where's my queen? Okay, my queen's actually alive, but I think it's a 1-star. I screwed up the king ability, guys. Oh, man. How am I supposed to get the troops inside at this point? Man. Guys, what am I supposed to do? I've screwed this up so badly. The Minion Prince isn't going to target the Town Hall. Maybe he is. Minion Prince, that jelly effect needs to wear off. Jelly, wear off, please. Go for the Town Hall, Minion Prince. Oh, it does wear off. It does wear off. I think we'll get the 2-star then. Oh, no, the Builder Huts honestly might repair it in time. Hold on. This is going to be way too close. Are we going to get the 2-star? Or have I just failed miserably? We do get the 2-star. Holy clutch. I have a bunch of troops I didn't use, but holy clutch. We clutched up the 2-star, guys. Holy. Okay, I'm happy with it, you know. We totally screwed this up, but we did save the 2-star. Okay. Alright, next up. So, honestly, guys, I'm really enjoying this army, like, a lot. So much more enjoyable than Meteor Golems. Even though it is kind of weak, it's still just so much fun. Where to put the Flame Flinger, though? I guess we just have to remove this Expo, then it can get really good value. And what to fireball? I guess something in the core, I don't really know yet, but I have a plan. My plan is this. Let me just check the range of this archer tower. Okay, yeah, my plan is this. Expo snipe. Very nice. Let's test for traps as well. And then, okay, good thing we tested for traps. Let's test again. Good thing we found another trap. I should have started the warden first. Okay. I keep making this mistake. I wasted like 15 seconds there by not starting the warden first, which was not very smart by me. I need to get back into the habit of putting the warden down before anything else. Let's put a wizard there to hopefully funnel the warden like in a direction I want him to go. What am I even fireballing, guys? Probably just something in the poison tower, even though like the rage tower is a lot better. It's just so deep. Maybe we can get something in the rage tower. Let's see. Monolith would be pretty cool. How am I going to get to the monolith? I don't know if I am. Man, okay, we're just going to go like this. What am I going to do, actually? I can't make up my mind, guys. Okay, we're just going to go like that on the light beam. Maybe that wasn't really the best fireball. It honestly definitely wasn't. No! 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 Okay, I totally screwed this up, guys. At this point, we have to make sure we get a 2-star. Oh, man. That was just my bad. The warden died. Wasn't paying attention. Really not the best fireball either. Just a terrible shit attack, honestly. Gosh, guys. The RB's hard. Like, don't judge me for screwing that up. It's really hard. I would like to see you guys try this. Let's put the healers down also. And we're going to just try to gather up as much percentage as possible so we can keep a decent score. It's going to be hard to even get percentage at this point, to be honest. Minion Prince ability right there. Oh, I wanted it to get the Revenge Tower. That was terrible. Okay. We need percentage. Percentage. We're going to put some Rocket Loons to, like, help get percentage. Totem there. Minion Prince dies to a Seeking Air Mine. Gosh, I love this game. I love this game. All my troops are dead. All my troops are dead. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to try to get some value out of these spells, but this is going to be a really bad fail. I could tell you guys that for sure. I guess we'll just use the spells to keep the super minions alive. We'll invis the minions. I didn't even hit the invis. I wasted the invis. Okay, guys, this was awful. I mean, we're going to get somewhat decent percentage. We'll get 25 trophies out of this, which I suppose it could have been worse. Gotta look on the bright side. It could have been worse. Definitely not the best attack, though. Okay, what do we have here? Well, it looks like a pretty annoying base. We're gonna need the log launcher unless we fireball the invis tower. And honestly, the revenge tower fireball looks really good, to be honest. Let me think about a flame flinger. That does look nice. I like that fireball. You know, I think I have a plan. Okay, I have a plan. We're gonna put the warden over here for now. And then we're gonna snipe out this mortar and snipe out that mortar. Test for skelly traps over here. And then I think we can squeeze the flinger in just like that. Perfect. Okay, and then I think we're just going to fireball Revenge Tower. It looks okay. We'll snipe that mortar so I don't have to use an invis spell on it. And that seems decent. Pretty solid value in my opinion. I missed an earthquake spell. Unbelievable. We're going to have to use a rocket loon to finish off that wizard tower. Okay, and then we're also going to need to protect this flame flinger very shortly. And honestly, I should recall the warden. Let's let him get the minion prince there, but I should recall him, otherwise he's going to be under a lot of damage. Might need to totem to protect the flinger. No, we don't actually. Okay, hold on. We're actually okay. Both the fire spitters are going to go down here, which is really nice. Maybe we don't need to recall warden. No, we definitely do. We definitely do. Holy. Holy. Okay. Anyways. Queen over here, king over here. Maybe not the best spot for them, but I think it's okay. Let's start a few cleanup troops. It's always important to get cleanup down early with this army. Because your worst enemy is honestly time. I think the warden will be safe over there. if my calculations are correct. Those wall breakers are freaking geniuses, hitting the one wall that literally doesn't need to be opened. Why did the warden die? Why the... I put a rage spell. I'm losing my mind, guys. Why did the warden die? I put a rage spell. Okay, I guess I was too late on the rage spell, apparently. And that was a pretty bad minion principality. Oh, man, dude, I think we would have had this if I didn't just choke and let the warden die. That is so annoying. Maybe we can still get this. Let's try to lock in. I don't think so, but maybe. We're going to have to freeze this before the minion prince goes down. I don't think we get it. We're going to be just short. Guys, why is the army so hard to use? It's just so hard to keep the warden alive. That's like the biggest thing. Like, yeah, we would have got this if the freaking warden just stayed alive. Gosh darn it. Oh, man, it's okay, I guess. It's not a terrible fail. It could have been worse, most definitely. But it's really not what I wanted. I wanted a 3-star. Oh, that is so annoying, dude. Why is it so hard to keep this dude alive? Oh, well, it's 86%, 28 trophies. Okay, okay. What do we have here? Looks like a really weird and annoying base, and it looks like it's going to be really hard for this army. Where to put a flame flinger? That's the first thing we need to worry about. Maybe right here to get like super wizard tower and okay, I think that's a decent spot for the flinger. Not great, but it's decent. Okay, I think I have a plan. First, we'll put the warden up there. I don't even know why. We're just going to put him there to put him somewhere. And then we're going to test for traps along here. Good thing we tested. And then flame flinger like that. Let's put like a minion over here to help out with cleanup. Warden is chilling. Maybe I can even snipe this. Holy minion value! I forgot a test loon too. But look at that minion value. The minion's going to take down the ricochet cannon. That's insane. What am I fireballing, guys? What the heck am I fireballing? I guess just that. Scattershot, I guess. I guess that's okay. Okay, I guess we'll just have to work with that. But the warden's in like such a scary area that I really don't love where he is. Where am I going to start the Sooie and where am I going to recall the warden to? I don't know yet is my issue. That I really don't know. I feel like the warden is going to die if I put him here, but I also feel like he's going to die if I put him on the other side. So I'm kind of in a sticky situation. Okay, I have an idea. This is what we're going to do. The queen and the king over here, and then we're going to recall the warden and put him behind the town hall. This is a little risky because we're kind of risking a 1-star. Like, kind of, not really, but there's potential for a 1-star. Recall warden, poison CC, king ability, totem the furnace. Let's put rocket loons on the furnace. Not the furnace, the revenge tower. We're going to rage the Sooie. Where's my queen? My queen is dead! Why? Why? Oh my gosh. Now we have to save the 2-star. Oh boy, okay. My Sooie just got cooked. My Sooie got literally nothing. What the heck? Okay. Note to self, do not put your Sooie into the clan castle and revenge tower or you're going to get absolutely 0 value. Note to self. Dang, dude, my Sooie got nothing. That's kind of insane. That's like actually pretty frustrating how little value it got there. Why is my warden selling? Why is my warden selling? What is going on? What is going on? Can we get the 2-star, please? Why is my warden doing these things to me? Thank goodness gracious, dude. Okay. It's a fail, though. I kind of feel like I got, not unlucky, but I just, like, I didn't get lucky for sure. The Sooie got, like, 0 value. That is so annoying. I feel like I played it well. Just the Sooie was bad. We got nothing with that. Nothing at all. The army's really hard to make it work, to be honest. Especially on these toxic bases. Oh, man. Okay, last attack of the day, and we get like the most annoying base ever. I don't even know what this is, but how the heck am I gonna get to the revenge tower in the middle? Oh boy, gotta love the base meta these days. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay, this is interesting, kind of awkward. Where to put a flame flinger? Hold on, I have an idea. Flame flinger down there. Snipe out these. Test for skelly traps around here. Okay, we have some archers to deal with, but that's fine. Put some minions and archers here. Hopefully keep the flinger alive. Alright, and now fireball for the warden. Oh boy, we're gonna put the warden there. Okay, what am I gonna fireball? I really need the fireball in the rage tower, to be honest. It's just a very difficult fireball to hit. But that would be really nice if we could get it on the rage tower. Let's try set it up. We're going to attempt to set this up. The flame flinger is kind of putting in work right there. I do like what I'm seeing. Whoa, whoa. Gosh, dude, why? Dude. Oh my goodness, the warden sucks, man. He freaking sucks. Or more like the long shot's just broken. Why? Why does these things happen to me? We have to just get the 2-star at this point, unfortunately. The 3-star is just not going to happen. Dude, it's actually insane just like how hard it is to keep the warden alive. It's like impossible. I'm actually going to crash out. Because I feel like I had such a good plan here. Imagine that core went down with the fireball. I had such a good plan, but it's not going to work. Bro, that is like the biggest piss off ever, I swear. That is so annoying. We're going to recall the queen before she's cooked and just put her over here. Bruh, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm never going to be using this army again until it gets some sort of like a major rework. Even though it's so much fun and I genuinely love playing it, it's just impossible to keep the warden alive. And if you kill your warden, it's like impossible to 3-star. So there's no way I'm going to be able to always keep my warden alive. So therefore, we're going to fail a lot of my attacks every time I try to use this. It is a very fun army, though. If you want fun, but you want to fail, use this army. It's really fun, but yes, you're going to fail. Maybe we can get the 77%. No. Okay, well, that's a miserable fail to end on. I think that might have been the worst attack of the day. I don't know. Let's look at what we got. So we got a 237. We kind of started off strong, to be honest. Those first 3 attacks were really good. And then after that, it was just all downhill. I thought we were going to go like plus 310 or something like that. But yeah, it ended up being a pretty rough day. Yesterday, I didn't do my attacks. That's why we're kind of low in trophies. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll link the Rocket Loon army in the description below if anyone wants to try it out. It's a lot of fun. It definitely is a lot of fun. The recall spell, I feel like it's necessary, to be honest. Your warden is just going to die at some point if you don't have it. Yeah, anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for being here, and I will catch you again tomorrow in a brand new Clash of Clans video.